Hey everyone, I'm Jenna. Welcome back to my channel. Hi. Okay, so by now I'm sure everyone knows what Lightroom is. It's a photo editing app and it's also a computer program that's run by Adobe. And while the computer program of it, you have to pay a subscription fee, the app version is free. So like, it's able to be used by everyone, which is really nice. It's definitely one of the apps that gives you the most control over how your photos are edited, which is super fun. But it is kind of confusing. But at first it is kind of confusing how to work it. And I've been seeing so many people for a while talking about how they sell presets, and I'm the type of person that I'm not gonna pay for settings if I could just figure out how to do the settings. So for today's video, I am going to show you how to get the look of this preset that I created for free. I call this preset Nude Matte, and I did originally film this video. This is my second time filming this video, and the first time I went through 3 different presets that I created, and the video was just way too long. So I'm gonna split it up, and this is part 1, and each one has a very different vibe. So this one's very warm. Hi! This is part 1. There will be more, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know. Yeah, so a quick little point too, these settings will not work perfectly on every single photo. It really depends on the lighting, indoor, outdoors, like what colors you're wearing. Even like your hair color can change the look of the photo overall a lot. So it looks amazing on some photos, and some photos it's like way too much. You are able to tone down the settings, but some photos it just works and some photos it doesn't, so putting that out there. So this Nude Matte preset that I created takes your photos from this to this. And overall, I love the look of it. It is kind of a lot when you look at each photo individually, but when you look at the whole feed together, it just looks so cohesive and clean. I love that. Let's go through the settings that make up this preset. Oh, and if you're new here, please subscribe and follow my Instagram and my TikTok. And yeah, let's pick out a photo and start screen recording. I have tried so many different photo editing softwares, and this one just really stands out. It's a good one. I swear, whenever I turn the camera on, she wants to play with her squeaky toys. We're not doing that right now. Let me screen record and get started with the settings. I am doing this photo of me outside with a tree. It was taken on a cloudy day. The first thing I'm gonna touch on is the lighting. We are going to make the exposure plus 0.75. Now, if you don't get the numbers like exact, it's totally fine. It doesn't make that big of a difference because it is actually like so hard to get it perfect. The contrast is plus 7. The highlights are negative 74. The shadows are plus 66. Okay. The whites are plus 26. The blacks are negative 43. Then we open up color, and we are going to adjust the white balance, which is that temp and tint area. We're gonna make the temperature plus 9, so it's warm. And then we are going to make the tint negative 8. The vibrance we're gonna shift to be plus 13. And we're gonna bring down the saturation to negative 6. Next, I like to open up the effects point and touch on the clarity and the dehaze. I like to adjust all these settings before I get too much into the color. Clarity, we're making negative 8. And then dehaze, we are making negative 3. I do always add grain to my photos, but I also add that last, so we'll go back to that. We're opening back up the color, and we're gonna click on the little circle with the like rainbow circle. This is the really fun part because you get to adjust every aspect of the colors. Okay, so inside of each of these color mixes, it's hue, saturation, and luminance, and it goes in that order. So I'm just gonna read off the numbers and we're gonna adjust accordingly. So for red, it's plus 20, negative 17, and plus 3. I am a sucker for a very orange photo. I'm sorry. You can tone it down, but orange, it's -2, -3, and -17. The luminance in the orange is kind of what makes you look tanner, but you have to be super careful with it because you could go overboard way too easily. Yellow is up next. That's going to be -21, -55, and +36. And then green comes after that. This photo has a lot of green in it, and so adjusting the green accordingly will make it have a very specific look to it. I feel like the green is the biggest shift in it, but so far this is the before and this is the after. So green is -59, -72, and +68. So -2 and +68. And that was a huge shift. It really whitened out the greens and made everything super like neutral, which I really do like for this. It's a very specific look though. Then after green is light blue. And light blue settings are -69, +8, and +84. After the light blue comes the regular dark blue, and that's -7, -5, and +5. I do like bringing my blues more towards the like aqua side, but this one it's not that big of a deal, and I want my colors still to be neutral. -5 and +5. Besides my hair in this photo, there's not too much purple or pink. If my hair wasn't purple or pink, I probably wouldn't touch it, or I'd just bring the saturation down and the luminance up. But because my hair is colored, I want to adjust it to like go with everything. Purple I'm bringing to +68, -52, and +89. And then the pink is +65, -44, and +72. Cool. So this is the before and this is the after. The next thing I do adjust is the tone curve. So we're going to open up the light section and click on the little swivel thing, and then it pops up on the screen. And for this one, we're bringing this bottom dot up a little bit, then we're going to add a dot and pull it down, add a dot, pull it up, and then we're leaving the top dot. So generally you can just adjust it to however you want it for the photo, but I felt like it added a little bit to it and kind of made it more of like a matte feel, which I liked, which is why this is called Nude Matte. And then finally we go into effects, add some grain. You can add however much you want, and we are all set. To make this an actual like preset that you can add on to any photo, you just click the dots at the top and click create preset. You can title it whatever you want, so this one is Nude Matte, and then click check, and now it's added to the presets, and you can put it on every photo that you want. So you go to user presets, Nude Matte, and there we go. And that's how you get like a cohesive feed that like all looks the same, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm just going through and adding it to a bunch of different photos, and in this case, this photo, it looks kind of a lot. It's very, very orange. If I wanted to tone it down just a little bit, I can then open up the edit profile area, so the color, the light, everything we were just editing, and I can adjust this preset accordingly. So for this one, I might bring down the temperature a little bit, and that definitely did help it. So yeah, just like adjust a little, make little changes to make it work on every single photo that you have, or the photos that you would like it to go on. After I'm happy with the way that the settings all look, I do adjust the crop of it. The Instagram crop is 5x4, 4x5. So I do like to usually crop it to something around that. And that way it's just perfectly set for Instagram. And then after you're done, all you do is you export it to your camera roll and upload it to your Instagram. I will show you a bunch more of like befores and afters for different photos.
You were you said, running my head. taking it in. You can't pretend you didn't notice. Pick it apart, back to the start. I didn't know ya.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. I will be making more, and I'm also thinking of making highlights on my Instagram of different presets that you could check out. So I'm gonna probably do that. So make sure to check out my Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.